Uh, Welcome to Quarantine 8. Thank you, Kanups, for joining us. So come to a comfortable seated position, what that may be for you today, sitting on something, your hips on something, or maybe on the mat, maybe a blanket underneath your feet like I have, or not. We'll have little special guest stars roaming around today. They may start playing. We just get to ignore them. So anyway, come to a comfortable seat, whatever that means for you today, and just start to move your shoulders up and around, your arms out, maybe your hips a little bit, just to settle in. And once you got a little bit of the movement out, just take a breath, settle down on your sit bones. Legs go towards the floor. They don't have to necessarily be on the floor. Your arms can either be extended out with your hands on top of your knees, or if you want more opening, you can face the palms up. You can bring them to center or to your heart. I'm going to start today with my hands on my knees, pushing slightly away so that my shoulders raise up and back, down. Just take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just start to focus on a few breaths here. As you do, you may want to start to close the eyes a bit or look a couple feet in front of you and down, just to soften the eyes as you breathe in and out. As you breathe in, you may want to count to 3 to 5. Then on your exhale, breathe out just a little longer than the inhale. So if you did 3 on the inhale, do 5 on the exhale. Just arriving on the mat. Continue your breath like that. Inhale from the ground, belly, ribs, chest, collarbone, shoulder blades down. Exhale from the collarbones to the chest, to the ribs, to the belly, to your seat. A couple more breaths like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, your biggest breath yet. Hold it at the top for a second. Now exhale. Controlled and down. On the next inhale, bring your shoulder blades up to your ears. Hold it at the top, move your shoulder blades to your back, and on the exhale, let your shoulder blades roll back and down, starting to wake up the upper back. One more like that. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Pause. Exhale, shoulder blades down. Take a free breath here. Just notice. Now on your next inhale, take your left hand off to your side, touch the floor, and with your right hand on the inhale, bring it up towards your ear. Exhale, bring the right hand back down, touch the floor, turn your left palm out, inhale, left arm up towards your ear. Exhale, turn the palm down. 2 more of those each side. Turn your palm out on your right side, inhale. Palm down, exhale. Left side, turn your palm out, inhale up. Turn your palm, exhale down. This time, bring both arms at the same time. Palms go out, inhale. Arms reach to the top. Your hands may stay here or touch at the top. Take a breath with your arms up. Exhale, let them all go to the ground. One more time. Turn your arms out. Inhale, bring your arms up. If you clasp the fingers, you may want to take a small back bend. Just start to look up at your fingertips if possible. And exhale, let it go. We're going to stay seated for one more. We'll add a little twist to this. So with the left arm down, take your right arm up again towards your ear. And on the exhale, bring it over, grab your left knee, and start to twist to your left side, keeping the back straight. Your head may look forward or start to gaze over that left shoulder slightly. Just a little twist here. Now on the inhale, right hand comes back to the sky. Exhale, right hand down. Second side. Left palm turns out. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale, twist it over, grab the right knee. You may gaze over the shoulder or stay your gaze with your twist. One more inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, bring your arm back up to the sky, back up to your left ear. Exhale, bring it down. Open your eyes if you haven't. And we're going to come into tabletop. So you may want a blanket for your knees. I like this if you have one handy. You're going to come down and you're going to tuck your toes to start with. I'm going to build it from the toes back. So you want your heels over your toes, knees to the floor, nice straight hips here. Come forward, hands firmly planted on the ground, shoulders over wrists, hands spread wide. Start to grip the floor a little bit, back flat. Just going to take an inhale here and an exhale here, setting it up. You can push out through your hands and your feet. If you want, you can also just bring the tops of your feet to the floor, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm going to start mine today with the toes, just to kind of wake them up. So on the inhale, start to tuck your tailbone under, your belly drops, and naturally your chest will lift and your head will come with it into cow. Stay here for an inhale. And on the exhale, bring the chin to the chest and start to round the back into cat. Now you may not go too far because this is your first one today, so we're going to do this 5 times. So inhale, tailbone tucks, belly drops, chest opens. Exhale, chest to chin, Halloween cat. Push through those hands, grab the floor. Those should be as active as everything else. Again, inhale. And exhale. Now you can modify here. If this hurts your wrist, you can come up onto fists. Sometimes I like that after being on the computer for a couple hours. Exhale. 2 more. If you want to take your hands and point your fingers 90 degrees to each side of the mat, just to kind of turn your wrists out. Come into cat-cow, little extra wrist stretch. If you want even more, you can turn your hands to face your knees. That's a big wrist stretch for you on the inhale. And on the exhale, bring it down. Bring your knees about 3 or 4 inches back from where they are. Tuck your toes. Claw the floor. Inhale and exhale. Come into down dog. Now this may be your first down dog of the day. It's mine, so I'm going to pedal it out. So here, just set it up. Your hand should be nice and strong now from those cat-cows. Grab the mat. Arms straight. Elbows point in towards each other. Shoulder blades down the back. Set it up from the top. And then start to feel from your hips down as you're pedaling out, your feet. Heels don't have to touch the floor, but the goal is towards the floor. And you can be working with very bent knees here or straight legs. Just depends on how your body is. So a couple more breaths here. Just paddle it out. And on your next breath, just come into stillness into the pose. Just feel what it feels like right now to be in down dog.
Take a nice deep breath in and one out. On the next breath in, come on up and over your toes and into a plank pose. Essentially just rolling yourself from down dog into a plank. You're going to hold it here for just another few seconds. Again, same sturdy arms, legs, tailbone pointing down, heels to the back of the mat. Feel that nice line of energy going from the top of your head to your heels. One more inhale. And exhale back to down dog. Inhale, bring your knees back to your mat. Back to cat cow. Inhale up. Exhale, cow, cat. Come back to neutral. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your hips to your heels. Sit back for a nice child's pose. Arms extended out front. Tailbone towards heels. Anytime during your practice you feel like you're out of breath or you need a break, come back to child's pose. Take a few breaths here. And then you can always join back in. Next inhale, come back up. Tabletop. We're going to take the right leg. We're going to extend it back, toes pointed. Come up on your toes on your right leg. Now working from here, just raise the right leg up so it's even with your hips or as even as you can get it. Again, push through your hands. You may stay here on the next inhale. Take that left arm, extend it straight out like you're shaking someone's hands. Fingertips active, heel active. Basically pushing away with your heel, pushing away with your fingers. One more inhale. Exhale, bring the elbow to knee. Inhale it back out. Two more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. One more. Elbow to knee. Extend it out. Hold it there. And then on the next inhale, bring it down. Sit back on your heels right now. You may want to shake out your wrists. Just give them a little bit of waking up. Feels good. Second side. Come back into tabletop. This time take the left foot straight out. Come up on your toes. Now stay here. Or on the inhale, lift the left leg up. Now you can stay here, or on the next inhale, bring your right hand forward, reach it from the fingers to the heel, pulling in opposite directions. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Bring it in. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale all the way out. Exhale, bring it in to touch. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. On the exhale, bring your hands down, knees down. Knees go back 3 or 4 inches again. Tuck your toes. Inhale and then exhale. Back to down dog. Take a breath here and a big breath out. On your next inhale, we're going to raise the right leg to the sky, pointed toes. And exhale, bring it back to the floor. On the inhale, bring the left toes to the sky. And exhale, bring it down. Just starting to get some movement in our dog. Inhale, right leg up again. You can stay here, or this time you may want to take your knee, your foot, bend it, open the hips up. Start to work the ankle or the hips in circles if that feels good. If not, you could just stay here in a nice dog. Now, next inhale, bring that right leg straight up. And the exhale, bring the knee through and plant your foot between your hands.
You're here in a high lunge, back knee listed, hands to the floor. Next inhale, we're going to take our arms back by our sides, and then inhale up into crescent pose. Now set up your crescent here. You may need a shorter stance or a longer stance. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. But we're just going to be in this pose for like 1 or 2 more breaths. We'll come back to it in a minute. Again, inhale. And then exhale, step your left foot up to meet your right foot. And come to standing, the arms up. Bring your arms down. Whoop, hit the light pose. Simple standing mountain pose in front of your mat. On the next inhale, arms come to the sky. Exhale, fold from the hips, touch the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. From here, you can either hold plank, come to your knees, or we can go through vinyasa. So I'll walk you through the knees. So in plank, lower your knees down. Then on the next exhale, lower down your chest and chin. Inhale, come into a low baby cobra. And exhale, push back and up to down dog. So it's a knees, chest, and chin vinyasa. You could do a full chaturanga there, or you could stay high and plank and just hold it during the time. It's up to you. So your next inhale, take the left foot to the sky. And stay here, or if you took it on before, bend the knee, open the hips, and work out your ankles, your hip flexors, whatever feels good to you here. Stay strong through the hands while you're doing this. Don't collapse into the shoulders. Feels good. Next inhale, bring that left foot high to the sky. Exhale, bring your knee through, plant your foot between your front hands. High lunge. Stay here for a breath. Now on the exhale, bring your arms to the side. Inhale, come up to standing. High lunge, second side. Feels good. Stay here for another breath. And on the inhale, just simply step your foot up to the top of the mat. Exhale, arms down. Easy mountain pose. Inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, fold through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Again, take knees, chest, and chin, chaturanga, or stay here in plank. So on the inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Bring your knees down to the mat. Put them wide. Bring your hips to heels again. Take a moment here in child's pose. So we're going to go through that same sort of sequence again, but this time we're going to add in some crescent pose, a little bit of arm variations now that we're woken up. One more breath in. On the exhale, sigh it out. Let something go. Inhale, back to hands and knees. Exhale, back up, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Open the hips if you want. Inhale, leg goes straight. Exhale, foot between your front hands. One inhale. Exhale, bring the arms back to your side. Inhale, come up back to crescent pose. Now here, flip your right palm facing the edge of your mat. Take your left hand, grab your right wrist, pull yourself up. Now on the exhale, lean over to your left. Taking a nice little crescent pose. in your high lunge. If that doesn't feel good, you can always take your knee to your mat. But again, just stay here. One more breath in. One breath out. Next breath in, come up to standing. Bring the left leg to meet the right leg. Arms come down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, hop, or flip back through a vinyasa or straight to down dog. You don't have to do a vinyasa every time, but if you like it, it's there for you. If not, come back into down dog or into child's pose. So on the inhale, take your left leg up. Again, open the hip if you did before, or stay with the left leg straight. Take a deep breath in and another breath out. Next inhale, straighten that leg, the left leg. Exhale, bring the foot between your hands. Come up and do a low lunge. Exhale, arms go back. Inhale, come up to standing. This time you're going to take your left wrist in your right hand, reach up through the back, then crescent over towards your right. And only go as far as when you feel it turn on. You can always back off on these poses, or you can continue to push your edge, but don't go too far where you're falling out and not feeling the pose. So again, lift, 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 crescent over, inhale, exhale. Next inhale, come back to standing, right leg meets the left, arms up, exhale, arms by your side, inhale, arms come overhead, exhale, fold it in, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, hop, walk, float, back to your down dog. I'll meet you in down dog when we get there. So take your time in down dog here. Take a breath. If you need to, come on down, grab yourself some water. Sorry, I just have to. So on your next inhale, bring the right leg up. Bring it on through your hands again, into low lunge. This time, you're going to drop the knee. Put the back foot down on the ground. Come to standing with your hands on your knees, or come to your lunge. Now you may stay here, or you may take your arms up. You may stay here, or you may, on your next inhale, take it back a little bit and lunge yourself a little bit forward. Feels really good on the back thigh right now. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale, hands frame your front foot, step it back to plank. Inhale the left foot forward, step the left foot in between the right hands, come back into that low lunge. So if you're in low lunge, come on up with your hands on your thigh. On the inhale, bring your arms to the sky. Now you may want to take this into a back bend here, or not. Simply breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Back to down dog. Now walk your hands to the back of your mat to your feet. Bring your ribs to your hips. Ribs to your thighs. Fold in. Nice deep forward fold. You may take a halfway lift and then fold over a little bit more. You may start to straighten the back of your legs. Exhale. Next inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. And from the back of your mat, I'll show you here, just come up to standing. We're going to take a nice crescent at the back of your mat. So inhale, arms come up. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale and exhale, crescent over to your right. So I know we're doing a lot of crescents today, but I've been finding that I'm liking these a lot lately. More big inhale and exhale, stay for it. Then inhale back up to center, arms come back down. Standing mountain pose. Inhale your arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale up and over to the left. Just as far as it feels good. You may go a little, you may go a lot. Feels so good on the side body. Big inhale, stay for the exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Arms to the side. Inhale your arms up. Bow down, forward. Now bring your hands back to the front of the mat. Back into a nice down dog. So again, right leg lifts to the sky on the inhale. On the exhale, right leg between your hands. Drop the back knee again, pat it if needed. Come on up to the lunge. Do a little twist with the lunge here. So if you can, you could stay here. If you want, on the next inhale, lift your back foot, take your right arm out, point the thumb down, reach back, grab the foot. Yes, you can come forward on your knee a little bit. Breathing through the twist. If you can't grab the back knee, then just leave it down on the floor. Some sides are different than the others. One more inhale. And exhale, hands frame the front foot. Toes tuck in the back. Step back to plank. Come back into down dog. Inhale, take the left foot to the sky. On the exhale, left foot between the hands. Drop the back knee. Setting up for second side. Come up to the top. Now you may just stay here with your foot down. You can lift the back foot. That may be as far as you could go. If you can grab it, arm comes to the front, spin the thumb down, then reach back and grab that foot. Either the inside or the outside edge or the top. Whatever feels good to you. It's about getting this nice twist here. Continue to breathe. Inhaling and exhale. One more inhale. Big exhale. Next inhale, frame your feet. Bring your toes back to meet. Plank pose. From here, slowly lower all the way down to the mat, to your belly. We'll work a little locust for fun. So take your arms by your side, palms face the ceiling. Tops of your feet pointed down on your mat, which lifts your kneecaps up off the mat. Forehead to the mat. Now inhale, just start to lift your arms and your chest off the floor. You may stay here. If you need more, you could start to lift the feet off the floor or the chest a little higher. It's not about the height you get, it's about the shoulder blades down your back, tailbone pointing down, nice and long. One more inhale, and exhale, come back to earth. You can take your head on top of your hands, nice little pillow. Just take a free breath in and out here. Now, if you have a strap or something, you may want this, or if you can do it with the hands bound, you can. I'm going to show it with a strap. So I'm going to take a strap, take the same thing, the hands by my side. I'm going to grab the strap, though, so it's hip distance, forehead down, tops of feet down, knees lifted. And before I lift anything up, I'm just going to pull
down on the strap. So my shoulder blades go back and down. Next inhale, I'm going to lift my chest, chin up a little bit. This may be where you stay. It's a big pose right here. If you want more, you can lift your feet and your chest a little bit more. So you feel this too much in the lower back, just lower down a little bit. Breathe in. And next out, bring it all the way back down. Release the strap. Bring your forehead to the mat. Rock your hips out a little bit side to side. If you want. Inhale, bring your hands towards the sides of your chest. Shoulders facing back. And on the exhale, you're going to push up and back into down dog. It's a half a push-up. Now down dog, you may take the knees very bent. Take a big breath in. The exhale, free of all air. Hop, walk, or float your hands up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Arms up, hands through center. From here, you're going to take your left foot and you're just going to step it back. You're not going to step back as far as you would for triangle or for or warrior two. We're going to come into pyramid pose. So if you have a block, you may want that. I'm going to put mine right in front of me here, which is really, really useful. It brings the floor up to you. So left leg about 60 degrees with the back foot pointing out. Front leg straight or a little bend in the knee. Tailbone down, back up. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale from your hips. Start to move back to where you bend forward. And then when you hit that point, bring your arms down. They may be to a block, they may be to the floor, or whatever you have. You want to keep your hips straight, hips even with the front of the mat. So if you can, take your right thumb, grab your right hip, and pull yourself back a little bit. You'll feel it turn on in your entire leg. And then if you want to, you can let your head drop. Just relax down a bit. Be here for 3 breaths. So inhale and exhale. If it's too much, bend that front knee a little bit or a lot. If you need more, you could always lengthen your stance a little bit. One more big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, bring that back foot to meet your front foot. Exhale, still in that fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms up. Exhale, hands through. So we'll do second side now. Switch over here. Excuse me, Miette. So from the mat, take your right foot, bring it back, not as far as you would. Little bend in the front leg, tailbone down, hips squared to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, from the hips, start to bend forward and down. Bring your block with you. Grab a block, a chair, bolster, whatever gets you closer to the floor if you're not there. And again, 3 breaths. It's your pace here. Inhale and exhale. One more big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Now on the inhale, stay folded. Bring your right leg to meet your left leg. You're in a halfway fold already. You can lose the block if you want. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, come to standing. Exhale, take that right leg back. Turn the foot to be parallel to the back of your mat. Start there. Keep the front leg straight for now. Work with getting the back foot, the back edge of your foot,
seated to the mat. Turn your hips towards the side of the mat as best you can. And from there, now come into bending your front knee into warrior two legs and prep. Once you have that, you can bring in the arms. So bring the arms up, bring the shoulder blades back down. Sometimes it helps to curl them. I like to give a little movement. And then once I feel I'm in that space, I can gaze out over the left fingertips into warrior two and just feel it here. On the next inhale, bring your right hand to your thigh, flip the front palm, and come into reverse warrior. You may look up at your hand, you may look down at your back foot, but keep the shape of the warrior two here. Or a big inhale, exhale into side angle pose. Take your elbow to knee, your right arm comes up over your right ear. Just touch the pose here for one more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale it back to reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel all the way down. Bring your left foot to meet your right foot in plank. Go through a vinyasa or stay in plank. Meet everybody back in down dog. Here in down dog, you're going to take your right foot to the sky. You're going to step that through in between your hands, left foot. Bring your left foot down. Come back up into warrior two, prep legs on the other side. Again, your back foot nice and sealed to the mat. Front leg can be straight right now. Work your hips towards the sides of the mat. When you're ready there, bend into that front leg. Knee over ankle, not knee up above. If it's gone, if your knee has gone past your ankle, widen your stance a little bit. That helps. When you're ready, arms come up again. Roll them through. Again, when you're ready, look out over your right fingertips. Inhale, palm flips, left hand to the left thigh. Reverse your warrior. Take a nice deep breath in here. And on the exhale, come into side angle pose. One more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, bring it back to reverse warrior. And on exhale, straighten the front leg. We're going to come into a triangle pose. So you may want your block here. So if you have your front leg straight, back leg, reach your arms out. And on the exhale, shift your weight and down. Either block inside or outside your right foot. Hips still facing the side of the mat. Come in here into triangle pose. One more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, grab your block, come back up to standing. Block in the other hand, turn your right feet toes in, left toes out, straight leg in front, basically setting up for the other side. Exhale, reach down, triangle on this side. Big inhale. And one more exhale. Inhale, come back up to standing. You can move your block off your mat. Bring both toes to point to the side of your mat along with your hips. Arms come out to the side. Grab your tailbone, your hips, make sure that they're pointing down. From here, you can either start with your hands on your hips, hands on your back, or you can clasp if you want to, but we're just going to start with an easy forward fold here. So inhale up, and then exhale, hinge from your hips, out, down. Now you can either grab a block here, the floor, your forearms to the floor, whatever feels good for you in this pose. I like to grab the back of my shins here towards the ankles. I'm tight in this pose. Inhale, exhale. Next, inhale, come to a halfway lift. Turn your left toes out, and we're going to sit to the right side, basically come into a side lunge. Toes could be up or down, whatever feels good for you. Take a breath here. On the exhale, change sides. So simply just move your hands to the other side of the mat. Lift your other toe. And then inhale 3 more times. Moving with the breath. Inhale and exhale to each side. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Stretch it 1 more time. Inhale over to the left. Inhale over to the right. Now come back to the center. Feet down. Halfway lift. Take your hands to your hips. Flat back. And on the inhale, come back to standing. Now walk, hop, or float your toes back to the center of your mat and come up to the front of the mat into mountain pose. We'll do a little bit of balancing here because it's fun and I like it. So the front of the mat, take your arms to your hips, feet about hip distance apart. You really want to get those feet into the ground firmly planted. So starting with the right leg, bring your right knee up towards your chest. Now you can stay here, or if you need a strap, or you can grab it. Now inhale, exhale, take your knee out to the side. Stay here, that's just a nice little hip opener, or grab your foot and come into tree pose on the left-hand side. Now from here, you take your arms out to the side. Inhale, bring the arms up. You do bring your arms up. Exhale, bring them down to cactus. And then inhale up. And exhale. Just give your back muscles a little extra work. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you come down. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. You're still with me. Inhale and exhale. Now to come out of tree pose, bring that knee up again, like we were. Bring it back towards the front of the room. You can have your hands on your hips or on your knee if you want. From here, simply straighten out the leg. We're going to be here for 5, 4, 3. You can point the toes if you want on 2. 1 more. Exhale, toes to the floor. Walk it out a bit. It's a lot on one leg. Again, we're going to do the second side. So right foot firmly planted to the floor. Bring your left knee up. Feel the balance here before you even open it. Now you can grab your left knee, open it out to the side. You can stay here, perfectly fine. Or you can grab that left foot and come into tree pose. Either above, I'm going to show it below my knee today, just because it feels better on that side. On the inhale, arms come up to the sky. And if you did it before, exhale, cactus your arms. Two more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Now again, bring your arms down. Grab your hips, bring that knee to the front and up. Stay here, or if you have it, point that toe straight forward and lift that leg. Without falling back, you want to stay as close to standing as possible. One more inhale. And on the exhale, slowly bring that foot to the floor. Shake it out. Feels good. You like that? All right. You want to do one more? We can do one more. So if you have a strap and you know you need a strap, we're going to do a nice turnout. If not, if you can grab your toes and bring your legs out, then we can do that. So again, standing on your left foot, bring your right leg up. Now you may want to use your peace fingers and grab your toes and start to open out to the side. I'm going to show it with the strap. So I'm going to strap around the ball of my foot, bring my foot out straight, and then grabbing that strap in my hand, start to open my leg up wide. And that's as far as I can go. I'm just built differently than most. My helpers back there, you can see them extending those legs. On the inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your foot down. Second side. I'm just going to start from the strapped position here. So, right leg nice and strong. Bring your knee up. Peace fingers, grab the toe or a strap. Come out straight first. Then open to your degree. Each side is different. But push through that heel. Even if your knee is bent like mine, I'm still pushing through that heel so everything is turned on. Anne-Marie's got it back there. Inhale, one more. Exhale. Next inhale, bring it back to center and slowly let it go. Whew, feeling good. All right, so from the back of your mat or from the top of your mat, inhale your arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, float to chaturanga, or knees, chest, and chin. We'll meet you back in down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. So in your dog, walk it out a little bit here. And on your inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And exhale, step it through. Put your back knee down. From here, take your left hand, plant it on the ground, take your right hand, come up into a nice twist. And your exhale, bring your hand back down, frame your foot. Step back into plank or down dog. Let's just go right to down dog. Left foot up. Exhale, bring it between your hands. Again, same thing. Right hand down, left arm up. Just getting a little last opening on these sides. One more inhale. Exhale, hand down. Step back into down dog. Now, inhale your right foot forward. Right foot up to the sky. On the exhale, bring your knee to your wrists. Cross the front foot across the mat, coming up into pigeon pose, into high pigeon. So if you need something underneath your hip, use a block, blanket, bolster. Stay high for a second while you set it up. Back foot straight on the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward to your degree. Get yourself a nice sweet pigeon stretch. Your head may come to the floor or a block. Let's take like 3 to 5 breaths here.
Should feel really good on your also as your hip. If there's any pain in the knee, back off of this pose or do it on your back. If you're looking for, if you're pregnant or you just can't get into this one, you can always come onto your back and take the same pose on your back with your right knee, right foot over your knee and pull it in. Works the same way. Feels good this way too. Now when you're ready, slowly come back up to your arms, still in pigeon. You can stay here if you want more. You can bring the back foot up, reach back with your arm, grab it for a little quad stretch, as long as there's no pain. One more breath in, and one more breath out. Next inhale, let it go, plant your hands, come up onto the ball of your back foot, come back up into down dog, three-legged dog, or whatever you need to stretch out from that pose. I'm gonna set up to this side. Take your left foot to the sky. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Again, set your back foot, straighten it up, and when you are ready, bow into your pigeon. I don't know about you guys, but it feels good in the morning. Usually do this in the evening and it feels good, but it feels really good right now. One more big inhale. And an exhale. Now you can stay here or you can walk back up. Bend that back foot. Reach back. Grab the foot. Give yourself a nice little thigh stretch. We're going to do another thigh stretch a little bit later before we're done for the day. And when you're ready, exhale, foot down. Tuck your toes. Inhale up and back. Three-legged dog. Wild thing. You can flip your dog. Feels good. When you're ready, lower all the way down to your belly. Bring your forearms down. Head up into a little sphinx pose. Now you can take your left arm, cross it over your mat, and roll onto your left side thighs. You can stay here, or we can, actually, let's do something different. Let's come back up to down dog. Sorry, I'm gonna change it up. So come back into plank pose. Take your left hand to the middle of the mat, a little bit in front of your face. Drop your heels over to the left. Turn. We're going to come into Vashisthasana, side angle. You can raise your arm up. If this doesn't feel good, you can always kickstand your leg behind you, or you can take the lower leg and kickstand it on the knee. So you can start here, or you can come here. If you want to grow it, you can start to bring the top leg up. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down and switch sides. So right hand's down this time. A little bit center of the mat. Roll to your right side. Hand to hips. Inhale here. You may stay here, lift the arm. This may be enough. Claw the mat with that front hand. If you want more, you can start to lift that back leg. If you want more, you can come into tree pose. You can grab them with your peace fingers. Today, this is enough for me. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands down. Now we're going to come down to our belly. Come up onto our forearms. Take the left foot towards your bum.
Reach your right hand out, turn your thumb down. Now reach back and grab the outside of the left foot. Stay high up on your forward arms. And just stay here for a nice little thigh stretch. One more inhale and exhale. Switch arms, switch sides, right foot to right side. I like to reach my arm out, turn the thumb down, then reach back. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Let it all go. Roll over on your stomach, on your back. Come to your back on your mat. And bring your knees into your chest and give them a nice hug. Rock side to side. If you want, keep the right knee in, point your left leg, bring your left leg straight and out and down to the mat. You have your hands on top of your right knee just to kind of work it around your joints there, loosen it up a little bit. Next, inhale with your left hand, grab the outside of your right knee, move your hips over towards the right a little bit, and exhale, twist it over to the left. Right knee to the left, right arm out, shoulder blades down on the ground. Now you can either look to the left, to the center. If you want more, you can look over to your right. But a nice twist at the end of class always feels good. Take a deep breath in. And one more out. Next, inhale. Bring your knees back to center. Bring your left leg in to meet your right leg. Give yourself a nice little hug. Maybe a little back rock. Next, exhale. Take your right foot to the floor. Stretch it all the way out. Bring your left knee in towards your left shoulder pit, armpit. Shoulder pit, armpit. It's all the same. Work it a little bit around. And when you're ready on the exhale, shift your hips to the left a little bit. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Bring it over to your right side. Left arm goes out straight. Shoulder blades stay on the ground. Head looks either to the right, center, or if you want more, they can look to the left. Big inhale here. And one big exhale. Inhale your knees back to center. Again, give it a nice squeeze in. Little rock, little roll. Here, bring your knees wide, grab your ankles or the outsides of your feet. Come up into a nice happy baby. You can rock your baby side to side. You can straighten one leg, straighten the other. Or you could just sit here in a really good baby. And as we're getting ready to set up for our final pose of the day, if there's any poses you need to take at this time before we get to our final resting pose, feel free to take them. For me, I really like to take either legs up the wall or hips on a block. And do a reset pose. You may want a back bend, you may want shoulder stand. But if you are, grab a block, put it just right underneath your sacrum here, and then simply just bring your feet to the sky. We'll just have like 30 seconds to reset, let the blood flow from the feet back to the body. It also makes you work a little harder right at the end of class, so Shavasana feels really, really good after that. So while you're in this pose, you can just chill out, relax into it. When ready, you can bring your knees in, Feet down to the floor. Lift your hips. Remove the block. If you're in other poses, shoulder stand, slowly come down, knees to the floor. Setting up for the final resting pose, Shavasana. Now, if you need props or anything, sometimes what feels really good is a little blanket like this rolled up under your knees. But simply take your feet to the edges of the mat, legs wide, shoulder blades on the mat, feel them on there. Take your hands, palms face up, so you get a little bit of a back bend here, just a little. Now take one deep breath in through the nose, a big breath out through the mouth. Do one more of those. Biggest breath in today. Relax into Shavasana. Slowly start to feel your breath coming back into your body. Notice maybe your toes, fingertips, your back on the earth, chest rising and falling with each breath, waking the body up for a second time. Next inhale, start to wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes, bring some movement back. Again, at your pace. Inhale and exhale. When it feels comfortable, you may want to roll over to one side or the other. And when ready, come back up into seated as we started the class. Keep your eyes closed if you want, or you can stay on your back during these final minutes. Just breathing. In your seat, bring your hands to your prayer position at your chest. Thumbs to sternum, elbows wide. You can bow down a bit, chin to chest a little bit, looking over your hands. Giving yourself thanks for showing up and doing a little bit of work when we're all stuck inside. One more inhale in. Exhale out. Bring your hands up to your third eye. Lift your hand up. Inhale for the sound of Om, one time. Inhale. Om. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.